should be right there.
Thanks. Thank God I'm a Texan. I'm not going to get too political because I'm just a mom, and I'm pretty much fed up with all of them. And if I had my way, Texas would close the borders and secede from the nation. We can let those parasitic societies feed on themselves. Now, I want to really bring home our forefathers because it seems that everyone in Congress now seems to think that they didn't get it right the first time. And something that Thomas Jefferson said is that it is an axiom in my mind that our liberty will never be safe, but in the hands of the people themselves. That would be us. And he also said that whenever our affairs go obviously wrong, the good sense of the people will interpose and set them to rights. And that's what we're doing today. So for those who don't know me, I'll tell you just a short little story. I'm from a small town named Forney, Texas. Woo! And I came from the side of the tracks that most people forget about. It was a welfare kind of ordeal, and I had a less than functional childhood. My father was black, my mother's white. She had me at 15, so her parents were practically mine. And I lost my grandparents at a very early age, so I found myself in an awkward situation. I made many decisions like most young people do when they are misled and misguided and have no support system. But I became a young mother, married and divorced very early. And when I was 22, I found myself at a crossroads. And I had two choices, because that's the kind of country we live in. Choice number one, I could have very easily chosen welfare. I could have sat home and had all of you good people pay my bills and pay for my child, and that's pretty much the road that everyone I knew took. But I had friends that had nice things and that had intact families, and they had swimming pools in the backyard, and I decided that I was going to go with choice number two. I got a job. I worked my you-know-what off. I went to school, and I spent many, many, many years in prayer and tears and no electricity sometimes, but I stand here today with 2 college degrees. I have launched a wonderful career. I own a home, and yes, I have a swimming pool in my backyard. The moral of the story here is no president is going to change your life circumstances. No government, no friends, no family, but most certainly no president is going to change your life circumstances. And we most certainly don't need the government telling us which choices we need to make, because we are a free people. And we make those choices ourselves. And that's how it's going to stay. Because I recall the preamble reading that we the people of the United States, not we the government of the people. We all have the opportunity to make our choices. For hundreds of years now, we've all been free, and we all make those choices. And that's how it's going to stay. We will resist socialism. We, as the people, have the right and the duty to protect our Constitution and our sovereignty from any person or government that threatens it. So today, I hope that those on the Hill hear this wake-up call and that it is loud. because if they do not start representing the people, then I predict a massive layoff headed towards Washington, D.C. These politicians, they're walking around in their $2,000 suits and their $400 haircuts. They're chauffeur-driven cars, and they're having steak and lobster every night, and we're struggling out here. Some of us have to work a second job just to pay for gas to get to the first, and that's even if we have a job to go to. So I say pink slips are in order for them. And we've already touched on this non-stimulus package and this pork and beans bailout business, so I'm just going to reiterate that billions and trillions of dollars is just simply unacceptable. And not all of us are hypnotized. Not all of us have our heads in the sand. We will not be bullied into socialism. So I'm going to leave you with one more piece from Thomas Jefferson. When patience has begotten false estimates, and when wrongs are pressed because it is believed that they will be borne, resistance becomes morality. So I'd like to welcome you all to what very well could be the next revolution. Thank you.